Alright, welcome to the Mike Janis Show. Tonight, I want to talk about the Second Amendment. Gun rights. Do we have them? Don't we have them? Should we have them? Shouldn't we have them? According to the Second Amendment, and the way it's been upheld in the Supreme Courts, we have a right to weapons, and I'm cool with that. Look behind me, well, there's one back there anyway, maybe more. But do we have a right to cross state lines with our weapons? To go anywhere we want with our weapons? Do we have a right to carry a concealed weapon without a permit? Or must they be carried open? Each state seems to have something different on that, and I'm not real pleased with it. I travel a lot. I don't like having to cross a state line and load my weapon, take it off my hip, put it in one compartment, and then put the gun in another compartment and the ammo in another compartment. What if I need it? I'm traveling. I have out-of-state plates. I stop for gas. I stop for food. I may have cash in my pocket. I may have to protect myself. Should I say, wait, let me run to my truck and get my weapon? That's a debate. Of course, if you carry one, you know you carry it, and you would rather be caught with it than caught without it any day of the week. It's a much better option for your safety, your personal safety, your family's safety, and the people around you if you're a responsible gun owner. And most of us are. But compromise in politics. As we know, no matter what each state rules, it's not a federal guideline on how we can transport and carry our weapons. Just because I have a license in the state that I'm in does not mean I can conceal carry in the state that you're in. And we see that with Illinois, Chicago, New York City, many other places. I believe California has some really weird gun laws. And even North Carolina is pretty strict. And Tennessee doesn't allow me, a Georgia resident with a Georgia license, to keep my gun loaded in my vehicle when I'm traveling through Tennessee. Tennessee's not the safest place on earth. I hate to tell them that, but they're not. A lot of other states aren't too. I'm not picking on Tennessee. I'm just saying I would be happy to register my weapon, my sidearms, every single one of them. Here is my gun. Here are the serial numbers. Here's my name. This gun belongs to me. In trade for a reasonable expectation that I can carry my gun on me anywhere in the United States. Of course, we know that certain places would be off limits, just as they are now, like courthouses, schools, police stations, things of that nature. That's all cool. But when I'm driving from state to state, and I stop for gas, fuel, food, just to take a break, I want my protection. I am entitled to my protection. And again, each state is different, and I'm not going to go through each state laws. There's several websites available that will tell you that. You can look it up for yourself if you're not familiar with it. But just because I have a concealed carry license in my state does not mean I can conceal carry in your state. In one instance in particular, Ohio. I'm from Georgia. Well, I'm originally from Ohio. I live in Georgia. I have a concealed carry permit in Georgia. But if I go to the state of Ohio, if I want to carry my weapon, I must do it outside of my clothes. I cannot conceal it. I must open carry it. I must give up my element of surprise, which actually I'm kind of cool with. I really don't care if I carry it open or I carry it concealed. I may have 2 or 3 on me at any given time. Prefer to have a couple concealed. Like to have a backup. But the point is, the people, they get upset when they see a weapon out in public. They get concerned. They may call the police and say there's somebody with a gun. The police don't know exactly what they're responding to, even though you're legally within your rights. So they come with an attitude and prepared because somebody has a gun. Don't need that confrontation. But I am willing, as I said, to make a bargain, and I wish the Democrats and Republicans could get together on this and make a grand bargain, a U.S. concealed carry permit. Now, if there's some 40-hour course a test, something like that, I'm also okay with that. If we can negotiate it out of the contract, I'm good with that too. Background check for your concealed carry permit, updated background checks yearly, um, medical report, whatever it may take, it needs to get done. It's an issue. Alright, well, if you have any questions or comments, post them below. You can catch me on Facebook, Mike Janis on Facebook. It's facebook.com, mike.janis.50. Come see me there, sign up, be a friend. And if you have any topics you want me to discuss on the next show, let me know. And, you know, if you got some cool guns, share some videos of them. Tell me what you like. I carry several different kinds. I'm really particular towards my Smith & Wesson 340 PD, titanium, ultralight, 11 ounces, unloaded, 357. It's kind of the nuts. Beats a 380, packs a big punch. My 45 XDS, love that gun. Just love it. The safety features on it, I don't have to keep it in a holster. I use something called a clip draw, sits right in my pants, right on my belt. No bulky holster, no nothing. Some good tips there. But again, Democrats, Republicans, you need to get together on this and make a bargain. And if you're afraid they're going to come and take your guns, well, you're just hysterical. Who's going to come and take 100 million guns? They may get one city if it ever happens. They're not getting much farther because we have them, and we would stop them, and we would stand up for our rights for the most part. They're not going to show up with a tank at every house. They're not going to show up with armored personnel at every house with everybody that has a registered gun. It's just impossible, because who are they? They are us. We are the people. We are our government. And there's a lot of people that just wouldn't do it, I would hope. Of course, the soldiers who must and serve to protect our constitutional rights and the Constitution of the United States of America, I don't think they would take an order to come and take our guns. Do you? I hope you don't, because I don't believe they would, because they're people just like you and me. So that hysterical, far right, crazy agenda of they'll take our guns if we register them, that is bullshit. If somebody steals my gun and they shoot somebody with it, I want to know. I want the gun traced back to me. I want to say my gun was stolen here, or my gun was sold to this person, or however it may be. Speaking of gun sales, this bullshit of selling them at expos, at gun shows, without background checks, without permits, all that bullshit needs to stop. A nominal fee, $10 every time I buy a weapon, I don't care. Do a background check, register the gun in my name. It doesn't matter. I'll be glad to show you every serial number of every gun I own. Make it a law, please. Make everybody do it. Give us 2-3 years to comply. If we don't comply, then say there's a sentence, you know, a jail sentence for those who get caught with unregistered weapons, because we want to catch those gun traffickers. We want to stop them. If you don't want guns in your state, and you want to know where the traffickers are coming from, you need to register weapons. It's that simple. If you want to know where that criminal, that crackhead down the street got that gun, register the weapons. Any weapon, unregistered, say a 3-year mandatory federal prison sentence after 3 years of an open registration period, that's plenty of time. But we want our right to travel with our weapons. We want to travel with them loaded. We want to travel with them on our side. It's fair. It's definitely a fair bargain. You got any other ideas? I'm open to suggestions. That's my idea. Have a good day.